Are you a life coach looking to find out a simple way to sign up more high-ticket paying clients for your business so that you can make more money, but you really don't know how and you don't really know where to get started? Well, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you the secret sauce to landing more high-paying clients for your life coaching business and exactly how to do it really, really quickly. Let's rock and roll.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend. I'm Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help life coaches and healers make their first or next 100K with profitable presentations. And in today's video, we're specifically going over the secret sauce to landing high-ticket paying clients. A lot of life coaches think it's really, really easy to land high-ticket paying clients, but to answer your question, it actually is. They're just not doing it in a way that actually makes it as easy as it can be. And there's a couple of things I'm going to go over in this video that's going to show you how you can start landing high-paying clients within just a matter of a couple of weeks and start making start being on your journey to not only making thousands of dollars, but being on your journey to making your first or your next $100,000 as a life coach this year. Without any further ado, let's go on into the training. All right, so first things first. The first thing we need to look at is what is the problem that it is that you solve, and ultimately who is it that needs your help with that problem. So what we want to do is we need to identify the problem that it is that we solve, and we want to make sure that we look for the different ways that we can solve this problem. The truth is there might only be one problem that we're solving, but we can design different ways that we can basically help people who have this problem. And when we're doing this, we can come out with things like books, reports, we can have home study courses, we can do things like 8-week, 12-week short courses, live courses, we can do webinars, we can do, workshops, live events, we can do things like masterminds, we can do one-on-one coaching. There's a lot of different ways that we can fix that specific problem. So what specifically is the problem that you solve, and how do you want to deliver this problem so that you can go out there and live the life that you want to and live inside your core desire of exactly why you became a life coach to begin with. So after we understand that, and we understand specifically what the problem is, we then want to make sure, right, that we have a core offer in place that we can get started with. A lot of times we can do this, right, by mixing in our system and helping people along the way with that system. What we want to do though is we want to identify what is going to be the core offer that you're going to offer. I would highly suggest that you charge money for the core offer, right, because your core offer is typically going to sit inside the middle of your business. But what we want to do is we want to make sure what is going to be the core offering, the core thing that people are going to start buying. And then once we have that core thing, we can start branching off of that thing in what we're going to be talking about in the next segment, which is classified as your value ladder. All right, so now you know the problem that you solve, who you're wanting to solve. Ultimately, we have an offer, and and you're starting to identify that core offer that you're wanting to have to solve that specific problem. Now, what we want to make sure that we do is we start then designing and understanding what is classified as a value ladder. The value ladder is going to help you solve one problem in a multitude of different ways that the marketplace are going to be able to come in and pay you money to get help with in those multitude of ways. And the perfect way of looking at this is I help life coaches, right, with making their first or their next 100K. The truth of the matter is I have multiple literature, things like books and guides and things like that talk about, right, my system and walk you through my system in those books that can show you exactly how to make your first or your next 100K. The thing is you have zero proximity to me, and you're not able to ask me questions, you're not able to get near me and work with me and have me help you implement that system, which is going to usually help you do it a lot faster. So people are going to start coming and wanting to work with me because I'm going to help them get to their first or their next 100K a lot faster, and you as a life coach are going to help you do the same thing. The truth of the matter is when people buy the book, you're talking about like a $10 book, but when they come and they work with me privately, you're talking about 5 figures. The reason that is because when they work with me privately and we implement this, I'm helping them get to the goal that they want to get to a lot faster, and because we're able to do that a lot faster and they're getting my help and getting proximity to me, they're going to pay me a lot more money, because at the end of the day, me as a coach, the most valuable asset I have is my time. Before I go into exactly how you can design your value ladder so you can go out there and start making more money while working less time as a life coach in the next year, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing life coaches and healers how they can make their first or their next 100K with profitable presentations. Make sure to click that button below and subscribe. All right, so now you know what the value ladder is, and we talked a little bit about it. Let's talk about designing your value ladder so that you can maximize your business. You can design your business so you can maximize your profits. Now, what we want to do is, if you probably already have a product or service, let's figure out where that product or service is going to sit inside that value ladder. And if it's your core product or service, let's figure out how we can sit it inside that value ladder so it's somewhere in the middle, and we can then have a higher ticket offer and then a lower ticket offer below it as we grow our business and build out our value ladder. So what we want to make sure that we're doing when we're designing our value value ladder is let's look at, right, how are we helping coaches as we are currently. So if you're helping coaches one-on-one, I'm letting you know that's great, but what I would highly suggest that you do if you're doing it one-on-one is I would highly suggest that you have a cap on that one-on-one, and then possibly you can drop down into something like a group coaching or even something like a mastermind, because the truth is you're going to handicap yourself if you just keep bringing on one-on-one clients all the time. There's only so much time in the day. So if you're doing one-on-one, that's totally fine, but what I would say is that you might want to cap your one-on-one at like 5, 6, maybe 8 clients, and then once you have it up to that point, this is going to mean that you are sold out. That means that people who want to get your help in the future are going to be put on a waiting list, meaning that you can raise your prices to begin with just because people are proven that they want your help and that how valuable your time is. But the truth of the matter is this is going to make it a lot easier for you to build buckets and to get leads of people who are raising their hand, because they are going to be raising their hand by coming into the products that you're creating in your value ladder. So you're not going to be stuck not being able to sign up people in the future, and you're going to be able to use things like free reports and lead magnets at the bottom of your value ladder to start filling up your buckets of people, building up your list, and start getting more and more people that are going to be interested in getting your help at a closer proximity with your one-on-one when this becomes available. So what you're going to be able to do is you are going to be able to build a lot of pressure and noise very quickly with one-on-one, but then after one-on-one is sold out, you're then going to be able to take the items or the problem that you have in one-on-one, and then you can just do the exact same thing you're doing one-on-one, but maybe just take it into a group program or even a home study course that you can make really, really quickly with recordings that you have, with your one-on-ones or your group courses that you're doing right now. So ultimately, we want to start looking at a macro level, how we can start building out this value ladder, but we don't want to build out everything at once. We want to build this out step by step, like what I talked to you about. Find your core, then go to your upper, your high ticket, then go to your low ticket, and ultimately by doing it that way, you're going to be able to keep people and money coming in quickly while also building your buckets quickly, your list quickly, and your leads quickly, so that you consistently are going to be surrounded by people who are raising their hand to get your help. So I always get asked, like after we go over this value ladder piece, well, Sid, how do I get people, how do I move people up this value ladder? How do I ascend people up this value ladder? How do I get somebody who just came in, as a free book and ultimately, a free book or a free thing that I got from me, or possibly signed up for like my core thing? How do I get them to a high ticket thing? Well, the way we teach our life coaches to do this at our Life Coach Launch is through what we classify as profitable presentations. And what you do is as you're getting people onto your list, you start inviting them to profitable presentations that you're running live or that you possibly might, have videos or automations around. And what you're wanting to do is you're basically wanting to go out there and you're wanting to invite these people to these profitable presentations so they can start getting your help. Once they start getting your help at these profitable presentations, by them taking the behavior of just wanting to come to that presentation, you're going to be able to not only make an offer to them at the end of that presentation, but you're also going to be able to reach out to them after the presentation, schedule a call with them. But remember, this is not going to be a call with just anybody. It's going to be a call with someone who got a lead magnet from you and possibly came to a live presentation, and now even an automated presentation. You're going to have a reason to reach back out to them, ultimately help them and make sure they got help with solving that problem, and make sure that you can ask to help them more after they got help with solving. After you help them solve a smaller problem, you're going to be asking to help them more with solving the bigger problem that they have. Are you a life coach or healer who's looking to make your first or next 6 figures as a life coach or healer? Well, then I got a free gift for you called my 100K Life Coach Launch Guide, and you can grab that 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now in the description. Just click down here in the description and you can grab this 100K Life Coach Launch Guide, which is going to be a 22-page guide showing you how you can go out there and become a life coach and make 6 figures as a life coach following our very simple 3-step system. Make sure to click that link down there in the description and grab your free copy of that 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today, and I hope you choose to win by clicking down there below and grabbing your free copy of this 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now. We'll see you in the next video.